Test 1 2. Test 1 2. That's where it comes in. See. Check. Test 1 2. Test check 1 2. That off it. Yeah. Yeah, I was going to actually get out. Oh, nice. Test check 1 2. Test check 1 2. Actually loud enough? Yeah. Test check test. Test check test 1 2 check test 1 2. Test 1 2 check test 1 2. Test 1 2 check. Once I've got all of the teams. Welcome to the 2019 Australian 8-Ball Championships. This event is again proudly sponsored by our major sponsors, Commercial Club Albury, MidgetBilliards.com and Consolidated Leisure and Sport and Quest Apartments. I'd like to now ask that you please join me in welcoming the 2019 officials and teams to the Commercial Club Albury for the 36th Australian 8-Ball Championships. Please welcome the championship officials, Tournament Director Mark McAleer, Tournament Coordinator Paul Thorne, Tournament Head Adjudicator Lance Ryan from WA, Adjudicators John Brockhamulin from WA, John Hilton from WA, Scott Henderson, Brian Green, Chris Hazel, Renee Duncrone, Sandy Wright and Samantha Hillett. I'd like to also welcome the Australian 8-Ball Federation Life members, Terry Green from WA and Cheryl Condren, who will be in shortly. And please join me in welcoming Team Northern Territory, Northern Territory Women's Team, Team Manager Sharon Jennings, Captain Sonia Ferguson, Vice Captain Trudy Lindley, Territory Singles Champion Melanie Sanders, Christina Saramento, Sayaban Nilan, Kim Vernon and Susanna Fowler. And the Northern Territory Masters Team, Team Manager Guy Hodgetts, Captain Damien Ha, Vice Captain and Territory Singles Champion Jim Searcy, Carl Borsey, John Williams, John Anderson and Lee Rushow. And the Northern Territory Men's Team, Team Manager and Captain Matt Dyachenko, Vice Captain Nathan Soper, Territory Singles Champion Chris Beagley, Damon Elmy, Harry Watts, Chris Davison, JP Monerin, Judd Rogers and William Cossack. Now we can please welcome Team Australian Capital Territory, the Australian Capital Territory Women's Team, Team Manager and Captain Anne Moamai, Vice Captain and Territory Singles Champion Nicole Welsh, Co-Vice Captain Penelope Fudelu, Ashley Smith, Cindy Blackmore, Kylie Power, Leslie O'Connor and Vanessa Nelson. The Australian Capital Territory Masters Team, Team Manager Ralph Brand, Captain and Territory Singles Champion Ian Will, Vice Captain Phil Morton, Jack Dem, Neil Whitbread, Cindy Blackmore, Richard Bodiety and Sid Scott. And the ACT Men's Team, Team Manager Phil Bush, Captain Jason Tanasovic, Vice Captain and Territory Singles Champion Paul Charlie, Matt Hammond, Matt Power, Mick Norton, Glenn O'Connell, Jerry Smith, Ian Will and Brendan Smith. And please join me in welcoming Team New South Wales, the New South Wales Women's Team, Team Manager Cheryl Congram, Captain and Singles State Champion Sharon Brown, Vice Captain Lisa Garvey, Kerry Collins, Amy Firkins, Tracy Butterworth, Annette Clifford and Mayana Espinal. And the New South Wales Masters Team, Team Manager Mandy Snare, Captain Damien Smith, Vice Captain and State Singles Champion Chris Snare, Mike Balan, Graham John Packlin, Andrew Silverman and Brian Green. And the New South Wales State Men's Team, Team Manager Vanessa Reid, Captain Justin Sayach, Vice Captain Steve Woods, State Singles Champion Travis Crawley, Brent Reed, Greg Siegel, Trent Reinheimer, Eddie Jenkins, Barry Kitchener Jr. and Jamie Walker. Please welcome Team Queensland, the Queensland State Men's Women's Team, Team Manager and Captain Leona McCulloch, Vice Captain Temple Larkins, State Singles Champion Nicole Fielding, Rachel King, Sabrina Hammerland, Sue McCord, Michelle Kelso Smith and Kaylee Sue. And the Queensland State Masters Team, Team Manager Bobby Joe Burowich, Captain Mark Bradley, Vice Captain and State Singles Champion Craig Stubben, Steve Lees, Dave Eaglin, Nick Oberden, Darren Mahoney, Dane Haramay and Chris Davison. And the Queensland State Men's Team, Team Manager Gwen Anderson, Captain Shannon Purcell, Vice Captain and State Singles Champion Andy Barnett, Bronson Blackmore, Bo Young, Rob Pendleton, Billy Brown, Chris Davison, Brett Broderick and Sandal Howe Jensen. And please welcome Team Tasmania, the Tasmanian State Women's Team, Team Manager Mickey McPherson, Captain and Singles State Champion Fiona Plummer, Vice Captain Michelle Grundy, Denise Millington, Jasmine Haydick, Denzel McGilford, Janelle Jackson and Catherine Green. And the Tasmanian State Masters team. Team Manager Andrew Grundy, Captain Wayne Stubbs, Vice Captain and State Singles Champion Greg Laurie, Jason Masterson, Les Ali, Terry Adams, Nigel Barker and Wayne Elliott. And the Tasmanian State Men's team. Team Manager Chris Cherry, Captain Cale Barrett, Vice Captain Troy Rudling, State Singles Champion Alex Pace, Jose McGuinness, Shaden Brown, Alex Brooks, Eric Matthews, Brody Stubbs and Bradley Grant. And please welcome Team Victoria, the Victorian State Women's Team. Team Manager Taya Rayburn, Captain and State Singles Champion Lyndall Element, Vice Captain Colby Poole, Rhiannon McClown, Tonya Amat, Karen Winter, Takura Williams and Joanne Capavilla. And the Victorian State Masters team. Team Manager Don Colbert, Captain and State Singles Champion Steve Gray, Vice Captain Jim Renee, Tony Massery, Brett Rogers, Darren Waite and Steve McCormick. And the Victorian State Men's team. Team Manager Jamie Stevens, Captain Paul Clark, Vice Captain Peter Butterworth, State Singles Champion Matthew Carewood, Nick Young, Rob Bowen, Patrick Hood, Daniel Thorpe, Scott Parker and Shake Falconer. And please welcome Team Western Australia, the Western Australian State Women's Team. Team Manager Sandra Vigavo, Captain Rebecca O'Mara, Vice Captain and State Singles Champion Michelle Francis, Ros Johnson, Holly Valua, Kira Reeks, Susie Gibbs and Donna Marie. And the WA State Masters team. Team Manager Steve Patterson, Captain Adrian Lancaster, Vice Captain Kieran McCrory, State Singles Champion Vic Marcello, Dennis Hines, Steve Papalia, Simon Ibbs and Steve Hale. And the Western Australian State Men's team. Team Manager Simon Gray, Captain Dax Wesley, Vice Captain Dave Collingridge, State Singles Champion Amanda Ragnar-Carr, Kristen Massan, Jasly Dimmer, David Barker, Danny Weavers and Alex Kingsbury. And please welcome Team South Australia, the South Australian State Women's Team. Team Manager Loretta Priest, Captain Carol Nunn, Vice Captain Elise Harris, Sue Coulthard, Natalie Hatton, Carla Bode, Kel Riley and Laura Shaw. The South Australian State Masters team. Team Manager Alan Clark, Captain Shane Cripps, Vice Captain and State Singles Champion Kelvin Lee, Wayne Rowlandson, Peter Kennedy, Andy Ripley and Michael Phillips. And the South Australian State Men's team. Team Manager Larry Cavallaro, Captain Alec Evidas, Vice Captain Sawa Necker, Jaden D'Amica, Michael Casiola, David Ewing, Tyron King, Kane Weekly, Daniel Porter and Michael Hayes. Apologies if any of your names are not correct. It's quite nervous up here. I'd like to welcome you all officials and the players to the 36th Australian National Championships. On behalf of the Australian 8-Ball Federation, thank you for all of your support and involvement. It's great and fantastic to see this turnout here. Can you join me in welcoming the Commercial Club General Manager, Jeff Duck, to give a short welcome speech. Jeff?
Thank you, Paul. To President Greg Costello, to all the committee, team managers, umpires, officials and all players, just on behalf of the Board of Directors, the management and all the staff here at the Commercial Club, I'd like to extend a very warm welcome to you all for the 36th Australian 8-Ball Championships. We are very proud to be the major sponsor and host venue of the Australian 8-Ball Championships, and I'd just like to wish you all the best for the championships and hope you have a great time in Albury. Please enjoy our hospitality and please enjoy the championships which you're about to participate in. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Jeff. And if we can now welcome the Australian 8-Ball Federation President, Greg Costello, to give a welcome to all to the championships.
Good morning, everyone. Hope you can hear me. It's with great pleasure that I would like to extend a warm welcome and inviting everyone on behalf of the Australian 8-Ball Federation Committee, live members of the 36th Australian 8-Ball Championships, held again here at the wonderful Commercial Club Albury. It is a great honour to be part of this prestigious event with all states and territories from around Australia supporting and representing our great sport. I would also like to congratulate all competitors on your outstanding achievements that have led you to this very moment. You should be all extremely proud, and I wish you all the very, very best. Regardless of the results of this year's event, one thing you will take home is fond memories and wonderful moments from this experience. I would also like to take the opportunity to thank all team managers and associations in advance for your role in ensuring a smooth transition throughout this prestigious event. We are again pleased to announce that matches will be live streamed in the new arena thanks to CueballTV, enabling family, friends and supporters of your state to enjoy live coverage of Australia's most competitive and prestigious event. And lastly, a very special thanks must go to the Executive Committee and state delegates for their extraordinary work they have done behind the scenes to make this 36 8-Ball national titles the best yet. Thank you.
Thank you, Greg. Now I'd like to introduce Brian Green from New South Wales, who is going to give a welcome to the country.
We'd like to acknowledge that this national championship has been held on the traditional land of the Wurundjeri people. We acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we are meeting. We pay our respect to the elders and elders from other communities who may be here today. The Indigenous Challenge will be promoting reconciliation, closing the gap and social inclusion, not just Indigenous community but in the wider community, as well as promoting healthier sport and healthier lifestyle by encouraging more Indigenous people to participate in sport.
Thank you very much, Brian. And can all persons, if seated, please stand up for the national anthem. Mark. Please join me in thanking our 2019 major sponsors. Without their support, we wouldn't be able to host an event of this magnitude. We'd like to thank Consolidated Leisure and Sport, Mitchell Billiards, in particular Ray Atwell, Mel Atwell and Paul Monica for their years of support of the Australian 8-Ball Federation. Thank like to thank the Commercial Club Albury, Jeff Duck, the General Manager, the Board of Directors and his entire team who have assisted in setting this up for us over the last 2 years, and we've held it here in the Commercial Club with their support. I would like to thank Noel and Madeline Wood from Quest Albury and Quest on Townsend and Veronica Larkin. Their support over the 2-year journey in Albury has been instrumental in helping us achieve this. We'd also like to thank Ros Walls, the event team leader at the Albury City Council, for their support of the Australian 8-Ball Federation and the championships. Ros has brought over with her today Henk van der Ven, which is just over here. Henk has resided in Albury since 1985 and served on the council for 15 years, formerly as the mayor of the City of Albury. I'd like to now ask the man Lance to please rack the balls for the breaking of the balls, and we will invite Henk van der Ven to officially open the tournament. Apologies, I lost the page. So I'd like to invite Lance Ryan now to come up to the podium. I'd like to invite Lance to come up and issue the block warning and additional tournament rules for the championships. Please welcome Lance.
Thank you all. I'm issuing now a block warning to all players, umpires, selectors, coaches and spectators. No coaching of a player is permitted during a frame, and coaching can include advice, so nobody give advice to a player, please, in any form or another. Otherwise you could result in your player being given a standard foul or even losing the game. No food or drink is allowed over the table. Should a dispute arise during the frame, the player must ask for the head adjudicator before taking the next shot. Team managers, other squad members and other spectators are not permitted to enter the playing area unless requested to do so by the head adjudicator. Players must retire to a neutral position upon finishing their visit to the table. Timeouts will only be granted at the umpire's good judgment. And I might just add there that if you have a timeout given to you, as a player you retire to a neutral corner. You can study the table, but if you start to move around to study the table, the umpire will call time running. No photographs are to be taken with flash attachments whilst any play is in progress. Offenders will have their cameras, telephones impounded until the conclusion of the Nationals. Mobile phones must be turned down to either vibrate or off whilst in the playing venue. Teams are asked that between the break of the first round and the second round, there is no break. In between those 3 and 4, you can break. If you have a team meeting, don't leave the room. The other thing that we like to ask you to do is not to place any cue cases or anything at all underneath the tables. Now there are some tournament rules that I'll mention now. No headwear, including sunglasses, are to be worn in the playing area. We'd like to also ask that nobody walks behind the event administration aisles. This is now accessible only to tournament officials, we do that for health and safety reasons. So that's about it. We now have come here to do our thing. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you, Lance. And an additional tournament rule, no food or alcohol in the arena, please, on the 4 tables. Please keep it all outside on the trestle tables. I declare these championships now open. Alright, now it's time to get down to what we all came here for. The call of the first matches. All players to your tables and good luck.